Oop. Hello? Oh, there I am. Okay, sweet. Hello, hi. The game is muted again, isn't it? Dagnabbit. Oops. I forgot. Okay, there we go. I've been muting the volume while I obsessively play the Gold Saucer lately. Oh, Smo's here already. Oh, hey Smo. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome. This is the beginning of the stream. I am Grayson Allen. I have a koala on my shoulder. He's very adorable. But yeah, it's been a interesting, exciting day. Got a lot of things done. Updated some things on the overlays. You can see I decided to add some goals. I thought that'd be kind of fun and interesting. See how that goes. I added a bunch of new stuff in the description of the video, just to more thoroughly explain goals and purposes and whatnots, so things are a little bit more professional and organized. I'm pretty good about that. But, yeah, how are you doing, Smo? How's your day been? Let's see here. Oh yeah, so last stream, we successfully managed to hunt down Titan after about a year of running grocery errands for What's-His-Face. Finally told us where Titan lives. So we were able to fight Titan and beat Titan. It was great, it was wonderful. Had a slight hiccup after the Titan fight, in which all of the scions of the 7th Dawn were killed and or kidnapped. Unfortunate, though that may be. I am apparently already over it. At least my character is. Like, we had to cart off a whole bunch of bodies, figured out that a bunch of other people were kidnapped. Just kind of not a good situation. Oh, but don't worry. Alfino survived. Yay. Because of course he did. Oh, and yeah, we found out that the guy here, those Marquess, we talked to a couple times before, apparently was secretly Sid. Because there's always a Sid. It's like one of like the hard canon rules of Final Fantasy. Similar to how there's always a Link in the Legend of Zelda games, there must always be a Sid in Final Fantasy. Yeah, so we're going to be continuing the MSQ for today. I believe the task is going to involve finding a, what you call it? An airship for Sid. Apparently he lost his airship in the woods. So, that's how it goes. Smo says, I'm good, chatting will be sparse. Playing V-Rising with a friend. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by anyway, even though you're busy. Like, hope your game is going well. That you're winning or doing... That was the, Oh, you explained that one to me. It's kind of like a Diablo-ish game. Or we talked about Diablo when we talked about that game. I got it all jumbled up. But that's cool. Hope it's going good. Hope you're winning. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to Iliad and get this... I don't want to talk to Alfino. Well, I'll talk to Alfino. Talk to Sid, apparently. The Enterprise? I have heard that name before, but where? Oh. Oh. That was a weird little hiccup, but okay. Whilst you were catering to the company of buffoons every whim, I was gathering information on our feathered foe. As a result, I was not present when the Garleans came. I suppose we should be grateful for our good fortune, though it matters little should Garuda grow powerful enough to bring Eorzea to heel. Cool, great. Iliad. He who waited behind. Level 36. Father Iliad has some parting words for you and the others. Alright. What a curious twist of fate that Master Sid Garland would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Grayson. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as The final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity. Much like the Great Gubu Wall of Ula, it states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gudania towards Coerthus. I think it's the Great Gubu Wall. What? I want to hear about that story. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Falgord Float, the closest settlement to Coerthus. Mayhap the Serpent stationed there have records of the events that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journey for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you in the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Grayson. Oh, you had parting words. And now I have to, go to Falgord Float. Goodbye. Yeah, so looks like we're hunting down a legend in the woods that I often get lost in, which is great. I do love Falgord Float is another really fun one. Like some of these like smaller city like towns and stuff have really cool design. I'm going the wrong way. Have like a really cool design. Like the way this is kind of like just like on top of a river, sort of. Very neat. I like it. Good job, Square Enix. You made an alright game. How do I get to where I'm going? This way? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to talk to the guy stationed at the ranger station. I get it. Ethelmeyer. Ah, is there aught I can assist you with, sir? The Enterprise? You speak of Master Garlon's ship, yes? Aye. I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Coerthus. What became of it after that, I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Vortifart. Vortifart. At Florentel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, though. Even should you locate the ship, would you not need a man of Master Garlon's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Great. I love fiendishly complex things. It's my favorite. That's why I play as a healer. Because if the game was easy, where'd the fun in that be? Just straight ahead, apparently. That's convenient. Oh, I see the tower up there. Probably, I guess. Probably guess. Probably a good guess. Back out a little. Vortifart. It's a silly name. I'm 12. Ah, you have come in search of Vortifart. Then well met, for you have found him. Vortifart speaks in the third person, apparently. Ah, indeed. I have served as a whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Coerthus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Great. Hey, I'm ready for the next job class event quest. And Medica 2. The two-inning, yes. I'm more Healy than ever. Vortifart wishes to tell you the final flight of the Enterprise. Great. 'Twas on the eve of the Battle of Cartano, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the spire alone that night, while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then, all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen splits the sky overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the calamity, I'd wager it's still somewhere in Coerthus. The astrologians at the observatory may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you'd need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The High House have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plight of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you should you prove yourself useful. Consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatorium. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Oh boy, you mean I get to do more quests to prove my worth to more people I don't care about? What a deal. I'm so happy that's how this works. How do I get to... It's probably just like literally on the other side of this. Oh boy, here I go questing again. It's immediately snow. That doesn't... what? That doesn't really make a lot of sense, but alright. I'll let it fly this time. Level 35. You fools. I'm so far beyond. Oh, what's the meme? I'm 4 parallel universes ahead of you. I could be riding a unicorn. Majestic. Look at that. Like out of a Studio Ghibli movie. The one where that bunny rabbit rides a unicorn. You know. Ludovoy. Ludovois. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You show off your services to House Durandare. And what, pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? How absurd! As if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Great. That one's saying that I get pluses, so I guess I'll take it. Let's see if I actually got pluses. That's not right. Character. Oh. Don't I look snazzy? Sir Ludovois is doing his utmost to intimidate you into leaving. Hallowed have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hills is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Sure. I'll do you an aid or two. I did it. Huh? Going for gold. Oh, that's right, there's a quest over here. I guess that's the quest. Little 47 dungeon, I don't know if I want to mess with that, though. That sounds scary. Let's seeing the... where is this guy? Oh, he's just right over there. Those, like, red circles are, like, really hard to see sometimes on the map. Oh boy, I can't wait to find a living soldier over here. Yeah, he looks fine. Oh, what was that? No, say it ain't so. Oh, oh. It's impossible. I should have summoned George. What was I thinking? Well, I'll summon him in a second, I guess, for the next nonsense. It's so lonely to fight by yourself. No one to defend my back, except for Koala Joey, who is just... I mean, let me just... Koala Joey, you're stone-faced in the face of death. I respect that. At the same time, entirely unmoved by the death of others around you. I highly respect that slightly less. It's concerning, actually, but... If it wasn't for you, sir, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving... Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. I did it. I am a hero. Let me go in your library. Ooh. That was weird. I wonder if my... I don't know if it's... I don't think it's happening on the stream, but my monitor keeps flashing randomly. I wonder if it's starting to, like, go out or something. That doesn't seem like normal computer monitor behavior. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, which, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, sir. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse the records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Edmel. Cool. Is there not a crystal in here? That seems kind of wild that there wouldn't be a crystal. Wait, oh, over here, maybe. Nope, I'm just going in your house, sorry. Observatorium. Oh, that's the observatorium. Jeez, how did I miss that? Giant building. Like, oh, I sure wish I could find the observatorium. It's just impossible. Who could find it? I'm splashing in your fountain. Actually, hold on. It looked really impressive from the outside, but you just built up for no reason. Whatever. Edmel, what do you do? Ah! The gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovic be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Forelmort up above. I can't read that fantasy jumbo, but that's fine. Oh. This is not an abuse of power. This is being smart. What is... the most poorly... like... such a poor use of space. Ridiculous. You got like 10 books in here. What is... Oops. Just curious what's up here. I guess I could... oh. That's really cool. I like that, actually. Very fancy. But again, this... I mean, I get... sure. You need... You okay there, buddy? I catch you at a bad time? Oh, you're falling asleep on the job. Bunch of lazy scholars. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is, you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Guillaume? Ah, pardon the intrusion, Forlamort. Forlamort, I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I didn't realize you had a guest. Ah, Inquisitor Guillaume. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durandair's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Querthus 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Coerthas. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you. Oh. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you, sir. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Alright. Can't believe that kind, gentle face said no. Josia? Attempting to attract your attention. Great. Ah, you there, sir. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be of a great comfort to me. Sure. I can do that. Probably. Yes. Delicious damage. Feels so good on my tootsies. Alright, where was I going? Looking for a red dot. He can't be found. He's over there. Men of honor. I go this way. I go on a mount. I go on a chair. I go on Cherold, in fact. Don't mind me. Apparently it's just straight ahead. Probably towards that ominous opening in the cliff. If I had to make an estimated guesstimate. Oh, there. Friend or foe? Ah, wimpy foe. I do not deign even get up from my throne. Wait. You have hunting log data on your head. Intriguing. You're really just chilling amongst all these Ixal like nothing's wrong. It's brave of you. I respect that. That rock is green. I'd be careful about that. Established astrologian. What was they... what a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze to... Oh, wait. Who are you? You're not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Alright. Glad that worked for everyone. I guess I'm going back to the tower. Oh, George, away! I know it's entirely in my mind, but it feels like the chair is faster. I don't think that's actually true, but for some reason, Cherold seems like he's faster. But again, no evidence. It'd be impossible to determine that with some kind of measured scientific, like, looking between 2 points and timing it or something. It'd be ridiculous. Who's got time for that? This is a fantasy game. We don't use science here. Gotta climb the tower again. Why won't you guys get an elevator? Ugh. The worst. Such a ridiculously designed tower. Why would you do this? Josia? Your friend is alive, but a jerk. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him you have already aided your own cause. House Sterndare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Sterndare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Cool. Sounds good to Grayson. Wait. I thought of an amazing plan. Everyone, just bear with me for a second as I unveil the best plan. Let's see here. I'm not so cruel as to involve George in this. The best plan! Yes! Oh, that felt good. It's hard to find towers tall enough to deal me lethal damage like that. It's satisfying when you do, though. I apparently see inside here. He was. Oh, that's where that quest was. Harilaut. Port of Fear. There are dark places that only an adventurer may illume, and Sir Harilaut is about to point the way to one such pit of peril. Go on. I have heard much of your doings, and I think you are the man for this. Task. I joined a fate somehow. What? To the west is Dismail Darkhold. 'Twas meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Dismail, ever a friend to House Sterndare. But before the masons and carpenters could complete their work within the caves, hordes of void scent appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Ophelie at the Ingress if you are with us, and she'll tell you what you need to know. Alright, that probably unlocks a new dungeon, so that's kind of cool. That's a significantly higher level dungeon than I can probably, or should probably deal with. Portelaine. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you. But while you have performed 2 acts, you'd have me endorse you to... Let's see. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? I guess it's fair. Makes some kind of sense. I'll take your money and run. Lord Portelaine requires that you perform a 3rd task on behalf of House Sterndare. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skills but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due to west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. I don't know if I like Ishgard. Everybody here is kind of rude. Not rude, I guess, but they're just like... so unnecessarily difficult. Schmockelin, what do you want? You have 2 quests. I don't have time for that. Fix it yourself. I joined a fate. Doing good work there, buddy. I'm going the wrong way. Hey, I see shinies. Ouch. This is the perfect plan. I realize every other time the purple glow has been bad, but maybe this time it'll be fine. I'm an optimist. Gasp. It wasn't fine. I forgot to summon George. I'm a fool. Oh, I should put the Gisal greens on a hotbar. That would be smart. Then I could just re-summon George anytime I need it. Yay, I obtained 1 gil. These guys are broke AF. Give me these stolen wares. Guys are terrible thieves. House Sterndare, what are you doing over here? Ah, well met, brave adventurer. We are knights of House Sterndare, tasked with guarding the observatorium to the east. We make our way there now in response to an urgent report claiming that a band of giants has descended from the Nail, most likely in search of fire or food, and heading directly for the walled encampment. We have been trained to fend off attacks as these, but are not so foolish as to turn down any help that might present itself. What say you? Join us and add another verse to that song of the bards will one day sing of your deeds. What? Are you offering... Oh, it's a fate. Nah, you guys are doing pretty good over there. I think you're fine. And I realize, it looks like that Fort of Doom or whatever thing it is, over there. I could go activate that real quick. I'm actually kind of scared of activating new dungeons sooner than I should, maybe. After that fiasco with the Sunken Temple, I'm a little leery of doing dungeons that are noticeably higher level than what I am used to. I'm beginning to realize that the difficulty level implies how difficult the level of combat might be, as it turns out. So, a little gun shy, you could say. Have you good tidings to share? Or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? I have boxes. Oh, God's bless ye, friend. It's all here, every last... but wait. That chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. I thought it was going to be a severed head, thank goodness. Fury, take me! A draconian rosary, in the possession of Lord Francel. Yet, perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Halenot is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, sir. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Halenot. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ishgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Oh, of course. Gotta get those darn heretics. Blood for the blood god or whatever it is. Or the Blood Emperor? What is... I don't know. I haven't played Warhammer 40k. Sir Carlout has something very important to tell you. Great. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Halonot for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he'll know you for a friend. Now go. Sure. Apparently I'm totally cool with getting involved in foreign country politics. Again. And saving random people I don't know. Again. Blindly trusting that I'm helping the right side and will be on the right side of history for it. Again. Oh, God, it's fine. I love my job as a hero. It's not strenuous or ridiculous at all. Rarelot? Alright. Needs a favor you in the chagrin. Oh, that's not what I want. Wait. No, that might be the... That seems like that's going to be important later. I've learned to trust, or not to trust, suspiciously empty rooms. Must be... Oh, it is farther ahead. Fair enough. I assumed. Feral Croc. You're up a hill. That's a lot of walking for me. Grayson does not approve. How do I get to where you is? Oh, Francel. Hmm? Oh, yes? You look as though you have something to say, do you? What are these? Alright, I get it, because there's all these, like, stupid, like, code words you have to remember now. So I gotta, like, act as though I know the difference between all these random things. Ridiculous. I seek an audience with the bearers of the White Lily. I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Is that an Edelweiss in your pocket? Are you happy to meet me? That's a stupid thing to say to anybody ever. You're a lot older looking than I thought you were. Ah, I see Sir Carolot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity he has not been seen in Corthus since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. I gesture with my hand. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for they harbor even the slightest doubt. This will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship. I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harshafont of House Four Temps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. I nod my head. Boy, I guess we're done talking. What do you want? That's a great story. I'm sure somebody else will care someday. No, I mean, I will go back and do a lot of these side quests I'm ignoring. But I want to do them in the context of, like, when I'm doing, like, other multi-classes. Because right now, my white mage is, like, level 50, so I'm doing quite well, level-wise there. I don't need to do, like, anything more than the main quest in order to keep that going. I figure I could save all these other quests for when I'm doing other random stuff, like the crafty classes and the other fighty classes. Because eventually I will multitask. I haven't done it yet, but I do want to. It's just like, there's so much to do in this game. And like if I switch to like a different class, it kind of slows down my ability to progress the main story to a certain degree, you know? Ooh. This place is cool. How the hecky did you get here? Oh, I'm glad we left the observatorium. The people there were not friendly. Though even here I can feel eyes upon us. We are not safe. Were they over at that other camp? I never even saw them anywhere. Was not paying attention. We came to find an airship, yet now we meddle in the Ishgardian affairs of state. Gods. If Aliciae were here, I would never hear the end of it. I hear the sounds of technology. Must have just been my imagination. I'm gonna touch crystal. Haha, fools. That guy has an airship, why can't we just borrow that? That was a co-whirl? That doesn't quite... What is happening around here? Flying pigs. I'll believe that when pigs fly. Wait. I stand by what I said. Oh, this is a fancy room. I like it. Oh, are you playing Risk? I love Risk. Can I play? The arms of House Four Temps' unicorn, erased and wreathed in thorns. The unicorn is unique to Coerthus, but they are hardly to be found in these parts. A shame. Do you like the shield upon my back? The painter did an excellent work. I do like the unicorn's horn. Ooh, I can't... What are you talking about? That is a nice shield. I have a real unicorn. Pretend that was a unicorn. Anyway. Great. Let me see how... What do you look? You look like that. Ooh. Ah. The unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you'll come to pay respects, be at ease, friend. I'm not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself. But enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. You look really sad. If there's any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Oh, yes. The letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? I gesture with my hand. That hand gesture speaks volumes, apparently. So, this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Coerthus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events. For while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartano, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Four Temps. Thank you. You're giving me pants you shouldn't have. I'm gonna take the money and run. I did it. Take that, society. Ah, you're done already. What the fuck? I don't want to talk to you at all. That's a creepy quest. Oh. I just realized that this table is on top of a super bear. Good lord. Oh, big boy. That's actually about the size of that super bear that's like down in Gridania, isn't it? It was like one of the super bosses you could fight. Or like a field boss or whatever you call it. Looks about that big. The Talk of Coerthus. Lord Haurchefant has a proposal of how you might participate in his investigation. As you have doubtless realized by now, the High House of Ishgard, House 4 attempts included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that must be really cold. What are you doing, lady? However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to the various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were make inquiries of your own. That's a typo. A 10-year-old game. Unplayable. Lady Nin of mine own house 4 Temps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Halenot, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the Chief Astrologian of House Durandare yet? Oh, really? Perhaps he'll be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House 4 Temps. Do not concern yourself with House Dismail. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the 3 I mentioned and return to me when finished. Oh boy. More walking and talking. It's my favorite. Alfino, why are you not helping? Man, gotta do more than just stand there and, like, be handsome or whatever you... What do you do? What is your job around here? Besides being stuck up. Alright. Oh. No, say it ain't so. Say it is yes? Wait. I don't know if this is getting me where I want to get to me. It's a dead end. No. Wait. Is this a good plan? No, it's not. Wait. Yes. Yes. Yes! All those days spent playing Leap of Faith in the Gold Saucer are paying off. I see no gods up here, other than me. Oh. Nice. What is that? Like, what is that, cannon fire remnants? Weird. I don't know. Where the heck is this person at? Ow. Yes. It hurts so good. Oh, you're inside the building. Oops. Alright, Ninny. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House 4 Temps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Halenot have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Yeah, that sounds like a problem for them, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Is that all I came in here for? Am I going to have to do, like, the world's longest, like, walk around for no information at all kind of quest? Is that what this is going to be? I can't go through that door. Silly me. Let's see here. Talk of Corythus. It's basically like a straight line down, so I guess that's not terrible, but it's silly. Oh, at least I can travel in the comfort of Gerald. That's not working very well. Yes. God, I've been playing in the Gold Saucer pretty much every chance I get for the past, like, week. Ever since that, like, limited time event started, the one where you get, like, an extra, like, 50% coin on top of everything you do. The festival or whatever it's called. That thing has been awesome. And I've gotten so many coins and wasted so much time. And I've gotten really, really good at a lot of the gates. Where am I? How do I get to where I'm going? Oh, it's down in that. Jeez, yeah, I've been playing a bunch of gates. I've gotten really good at Leap of Faith. Gotten really good at the rail shooter one. Slice is Right, I've actually gotten pretty decent at. Not like 100%, but it's gotten to where, like, more often than not, I walk out of that one with, like, the full amount of money, which feels satisfying. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun in that old gold saucer. Been spending all my MGP on triple trad cards the second I get the money, so that's probably an addiction. Hello and grant me strength. There must be some way to... oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Harshafont? I want to help you, I truly do. But these accusations of heresy have thrown House Halenot into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. You know what, that's fair. I understand that. Sounds like a problem. Alright. Oh, watch where you're going, you bum. Wait, what am I doing walking on my own 2 feet? I could be riding on a chair of comfort. It really does feel like Gerald is just a smidge faster. I don't know if that's true. It might just be because Gerald looks faster. It's got that smooth flying ability that a lot of chairs lack. But... alright, let's see if this head astrologian feels differently now that I'm coming to his tower full of letters of permission and also driving a chair. I gotta say, like, it's a heck of a power move to like, go into somebody's house in a flying object. It's like, oh yeah, you think you're a wizard, huh? Well, look at me. Forget broomsticks. I gather you've been busy since last we spoke. Lord Harshafont's missive was positively glowing. But if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Guillaume arrived in Coerthas, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. That's like a huge red flag that maybe Guillaume is the problem. If Lord Harshafont wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice. But if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Delicious. Wait, who's Guillaume? Because my RPG senses are telling me that Guillaume is the problem. Have I not talked to... No, Guillaume was that Inquisitor. That he actually acted like really nice to me. The fact that he's the only person that's been nice is incredibly suspicious, in fact. Coerthas, Camp Dragonhead. I think it was just... no, it's down in here? No. It's over there, I thought it was. I doubted myself. Like a fool. Harshafont, how are ya? Harshafont? Harshafant? I don't know, Harshafant. Ah, by your countenance I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I, I fear. It seems the whole of Coerthas is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard provide more pertinent information. Dude, Guillaume? Wouldn't trust him. My RPG senses are tingling. Lord Harshafont is concerned for Lord Francel's well-being. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I have received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I'm not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Sure. Why not? I love providing assistance. It's my favorite. Where the heck are they? Up there. That's not up there. This is up. How do I get up? No, I'll go this way. I did it. And Gerald is coming up a lot today. Fine by me, I suppose. Ooh, that's a big chasm. Or hole. I can jump down there. That's good to know. Oops. Yeah, that's probably the stronghold that was overrun by the Dravanians. Good, good. This is a solid plan. So what is that? You look like a 38. Eh, you're fine. Right. Yeah, you wouldn't hurt a fly. You're cute. You actually look a lot like... Didn't I fight a boss that looked like you? Now you're just a regular enemy? That seems weird and concerning. Francel, no, say it ain't so. Who goes there? Grayson? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. Oh. Stop, let me... A Grand Avis. I forgot to summon George. Gosh darn fool. And I just realized I'm gonna have to change the thumbnail on this stream. For some reason, I was under the impression that I was going to be spending a lot of the stream inside of the 12's Wood in Gridania. That has not worked out to be true at all. So I'm going to have to find some good Ishgardian thumbnail material for this one, I guess. Hold on, before I do anything, just while I'm thinking about it, get me a George in here. I'm gonna eat a couple of eggs real quick. Nummy, nummy. Do love sucking on eggs. Okay. Francel, what did you want? I know you're dying, but I wanted to eat in front of you first. Alone be praised! You did it! What of the others? The 3 knights who accompanied me, where are they? Well, there's one of them. He seems fine. I heard the beast's cry so from over yonder. Then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir. Bless you. Great. I was surprised you're all alive, honestly. Thought I was gonna be picking up corpses again. Curse those fiends! It's as though they knew we were coming. Yeah, I wonder about that. Unfit knight, yikes. That's harsh. Confound it! Confound it all! How are we to redeem House Halenot if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did, sir. House Halenot will remember your kindness. That's what you guys are doing? A terrible plan. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Halonot that yielded the steel vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy. And despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be. But even should my protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Good job, Francel. You do it to him. I do like the new environment. It's very snowy. Nice wintry area. It's kind of cool. It's got that going for it. Where am I going? Going this way. Give me damage. Oh. I was spared from damage. Cruelly. Harshafont. What did you find of the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see. A reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance, for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear given the zeal with which Inquisitor Guillaume has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name, and, by association, yours. What a surprise. I got a weapons coffer. I forgot, I've been getting weapons coffers. Hold on, I need a... I think I have a couple of those now. Level 18 weapon coffer. Sure. An elm crook. A wind-up airship. When did I get this? When did I get that? I got that a while ago. I don't know what I have. I'm like a... I have all these things that I'm not using. Oh my gosh. Hold on, I guess just a moment. An oak radical. What does that mean? Pastoral oak cane. Nice. Hold on, I just need a chicken egg. Just gonna open all these up just to have them all open. If that makes sense. Okay. I think that's all. Let me just try and do an inventory check. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Character check. Great. Nothing I got is better anyway, so it's all moot. Apparently. I can have a wind-up airship. It's adorable. There's a lot of people in here. Wow. Koala Joey does seem to be favored by random chance, gotta say. Following the evidence, Lord Harshafont suspects that someone is conspiring against Lord Francel. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Coerthus, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Sure. I'll talk to as many people as you want, Harshiphant. On my unicorn. Yes. Man, that is a nimble jump. Graceful. I'm losing the grace. There we go, okay. Grace maintained. This way, apparently. Get out of my way. I stab at thee. I did it. Huh? Oh, hello. Franklin Jones. Hello, Mr. Allen. Just found your channel, and so far I like the content. Oh. Well, welcome to the channel, Franklin. Thanks for stopping by. How are you doing? Rickman. Yeah? Someone's tampering with shipments. Fury strike me down. If all them rosaries found in all people's possessions were planted... Hey now. Don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a House Halonot man through and through. This heresy nonsense is bad for me and my family, too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them that work the trade routes, and I've never had cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before it... Eh? Could it have been the fellas what were responsible for the inspections? Huh. Ishgardian Knights and Inquisitors, the lot of them. As if they'd ever turn their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question them. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whitebrim front this morn. You might consider having a word with them. Alright. Sure. I'll have a word with whoever you want. Where is that word at? Oh, back up at the camp. Great. It's been a really, back and forthy kind of stream, I gotta say. But... let's see here. Oh, Franklin Jones. Doing well. I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV for a few years, and I like looking for Sprout content. Well, you've certainly found it. I just barely started like a month ago, so... Definitely... That's not right, oops. Yeah, I'm definitely new to the game, but it's been a lot of fun. Gotta say, I've been getting into, like, as much as I'm hemming and hawing about the runaround quests that you get every now and then, like, it is a fun game. The combat's really, like, the dungeons are especially a ton of fun. Where am I? How do I get to that? Oh, geez. Apathetic Porter right there. So, so you've been playing for a few years, you said. So I'm guessing you're probably all finished up with, like, the MSQ and all that, right? Let's see. Apathetic Porter. Beg your pardon. You suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Halonot's shipments? What nerve! If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Sure. Desmile parcel. I searched it. Franklin, do you mind me asking, like, what class you main in the game? Like, what your preference is? I like finding out other people, like, how other people tend to play the game. I find a draconian rosary hidden inside the parcel. That's a problem. Franklin says, for the most part, yes. Only problem is I can't stop creating new characters. Yeah, fair enough. I guess... Yeah, I mean, I guess you can make multiple characters on the same account. I haven't even thought to look into that part of it yet, but... are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. I found 2 draconian rosaries, apparently. But that's impossible. Once the night at Whitebrim front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Harshavant, I will not be held accountable for this. Alright. I don't know, looks to me like you might be extra super mega guilty. Franklin says, I started out with Warrior, but honestly I like DPS. Okay, the Warrior is a tank class, right? That's like one of the... Cause I have a friend who's been playing this game for a while too, and I think he explained like the Warrior's one of the kind of a simpler tank to start with. It's a bit easier to run, like as far as the tank class goes, supposedly. I think that's one he kind of recommended to me if I started as a tank, from what I remember. But you prefer the DPS class then? Do you have a favorite, or do you like kind of mess with like quite a few different classes, just depending on how you feel? Just out of curiosity. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? I have a rosary for you, if you want to be a heretic. More draconian rosaries, and every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Halonot's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, we must act now if we are to clear his name. Franklin says, I agree. Okay. The Knight's kind of an easier tank to start with. Franklin says, I have checked out a few DPS classes, currently running a Black Mage. Ooh, the Black Mage does sound fun. I've seen seen some clips and stuff like that, because I was like watching videos like demonstrating all the different classes before I started. And the Black Mage gets like some really flashy looking spells towards the end game. So that is a good choice. Lord Harshavant needs your help to clear Lord Francel's name. Sure. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Halonot were heretics. At last we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Fortemps asks, nay, demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. More walking. But just right here, wait. No, I guess outside. It does have a learning curve, though. Oh, okay. That's fair. Yeah, I think... Still trying to master... Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it kind of seems like a lot of the... classes have a certain amount of nuance to them. Like, I was actually... So, like, I'm playing the White Mage class, which I think is probably one of the easier, like, healers to play. And it's been a lot of fun. It's definitely... Like, the spell management hasn't been too crazy yet, so that's been nice. But yeah, it's actually funny. I was going to, before I decided on White Mage, I was going to play as, I was going to do the Pugilist class and become a monk. But then my friend was telling me that's like one of like the harder classes in the game to master. Because you have to like basically fight with like combo attacks and things. And it's like a lot of like really careful like attack management. And that was something I didn't really want to mess with, since I'm brand new to the game. But, what is it, my child? Lord Harshavant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. What? Like the witch trials. It's like, well, if he's innocent, it'll be fine in heaven. But we gotta kill him now, just in case. You know how it is. Jeez. Ridiculous. Oop. Franklin Jones says, I have heard the same thing. Black mage can be combo hell. Healer classes can be a bit stressful as you progress. Yeah, yeah, so far it hasn't been too terrible. But I can, like, in some of the more recent dungeons I've done, I can tell that, like, managing health bars in the party is going to become a problem. Because damage is starting to come pretty hot and heavy with some of those bosses. And so trying to stay ahead of it is starting to require a really careful eye for detail. I think it was 4 or 5 streams ago, I can't remember exactly which one, but I had a really bad run where I killed the party, like, I think like 6 times in the same dungeon. I just, like, kept flubbing my spells and not keeping up with damage, and it was really bad. It was really embarrassing. I will not stand idly by and allow... Oh, did I... Dang. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die, Grayson. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Alright. Can do, boss. Because apparently I am very invested in Francel's well-being, as it directly relates to my well-being in this country. But yeah, the healer class, like, I gotta say, it's definitely the class where you notice the most if the healer is not pulling their weight properly. Like, if the healer is just really screwing it up, then everybody else is suffering for it. Like, I mean, it's kind of similar when you're playing a tank, though, I would assume. Like, I've played a couple of dungeons with, I played a couple of dungeons with, like, some, like, very newbie tanks. And yeah, it is very stressful when they're not pulling their weight either. But Frank says, you can do it. I can't even count how many party wipes I have had. Nobody that plays this game hasn't gone through the same thing. Yeah, it's... I guess that's probably true. I mean, I have been really lucky, like... Maybe not even lucky is the right word, but... Like, when I was first playing this game, I had a pretty strong fear of, like, doing the dungeons with human players. Because I was like, oh no, what if I... what if I really drop the ball hard and everyone hates me? But yeah, so far there hasn't been, like, a single time where, like, no matter how badly I screw up, like, nobody's ever really yelled at me. Like, I've had a couple of people, like, ask if I was, like, AFK or something because I was doing stuff wrong or whatever, but, like, for the most, like, everybody's, like, been really chill. A lot of people are very supportive and willing to carry you through the dungeon if you don't know where you're going or what you're doing. Some of the tanks like to run like hell and pull as many possible enemies as they can, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, but that seems to be the strategy a lot of the advanced tanks like to do, so it's something I'm trying to keep up with. Franklin says, that is why I've stuck to this game. The community overall is great. No, yeah, the people in this community are so cool. I've been having a lot of fun. Like, the other people that have stopped by the streams have always been super nice. They've been, like, really helpful in telling me, like, how to do things a little bit better, like, remind me, like, what my buttons are. I've had a couple of different times, like, while playing the game, where people have just, like, given me stuff. Like, just out of nowhere, they'll just, like, give me, like, some nice equipment, or, like, one time a person gave me a mount, just, like, out of nowhere. Just being like, I see you're new, hope you're enjoying the game, have this thing. And then it, like, disappeared again. Yeah, the people have been super nice. It's great, like, this is the first MMO I've ever played, and I'm really glad I chose this one, because I've heard there's a lot of MMOs out there, or just, like, online games in general, where people can be real uncool and not kind to new players. So, hail, Grayson. As you can see, Lord Francel yet lives.
We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves.
I guess I'm commencing battle. Yeah, the community has been awesome in this game. It's been the best. Like, people are like always joking around on chat and like goofing around like on the map. Like, I've been playing a lot in the Gold Saucer lately because of that event going on, and people are just a bunch of goofballs in there. It's super funny just seeing everybody just have fun together. It's like not competitive or mean at all. Franklin Jones says, random acts of gear is a thing. It really must be, because, like, I don't, like, it's not like I'm on this game constantly, but, like, I think it's happened twice on stream and once off stream where people just gave me stuff. And I mean, and I guess when I first started playing, like, my friend, who I actually know in real life, he stopped by my server and gave me some stuff. But he also knows me, so I didn't, but, so yeah, I don't know, I've been weirdly well equipped for a beginner. It's been really, really helpful. But, let's see. Joacin Charlemont Francel de Heilenart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense?
Hear me, brothers. These charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation we have gladly shed blood in the service of the Holy See. Condemn me and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Helone to judge you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their draken forms and be put to the sword. This is exactly the witch trials of, like, Salem. It's like, well, if you're a witch, you're float and we'll have to kill you. But if you're not a witch, you'll sink and you'll go to heaven. It's a win-win, right? It's a great deal. Alright, guys, calm down. In the name of House Four Temps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed. That he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See, I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. These guys really need to calm down with the heresy thing. We must hold them until Lord Haurchefant arrives, Grayson, and remember, no harm can come to the Inquisitor. I nod my head. Wait, so we're not doing... Did he pull out a wand too? Oh, do I not get George with me for this? My Chocobo battle guy? Drat. Oh, these guys have a lot of health. Actually, hold on, what am I... Lord Haurchefant has come. There we go. Lay down your arms. Well, this is... Sorry, I tend to get a little bit quiet during fights, because I have to pay attention to things. Gonna heal him up a little bit. Apparently it's forbidden to fight Guillaume himself, but it's totally fine to kill all the soldiers, because that makes sense.
This is fine. Scardian scum, today you shall answer for your sins. Is there more coming? Oh yeah, more coming. Ooh. That's a wyvern. To me, that looks kind of dragony. Hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill this healer guy in the corner. Because he's causing problems. Oh, don't. Stop. Aha. This is fine. Heal myself a little. Heal this guy a little bit more. Okay. Sorry, I get a little bit less chatty in combat. I'm definitely not quite good enough at this game to be able to fight and talk at the same time. I have to really pay attention to what I'm doing so that I don't accidentally ignore my health bar like I was just starting to do. I need to make sure I stay reasonably healed. Make sure that my allies stay reasonably healed. That wyvern is just invulnerable for some reason. Thank you. Stop. Okay, this is pretty well under control at this point. No. Not a fan of that. I really hope that dragon can be killed after this last guy comes down. Where the heck are you going? Actually, hold on. Let me get a stronger cure on that. There we go. That feels better. Nope, I want it. I'm still a little bit clunky with how I have to select enemies. I haven't figured out a very good way to do that yet. But yeah, stop. And Alderic is tough. This guy does not want to. There he goes. Alderic's Rosary. No. A Draconian Rosary, in fact. The wyvern takes to the skies. You have to say for yourself. The more pressing matters at hand. Alright, fine. Draconian Rosary. I didn't realize there's like guys down in the corner there. Like down in the bottom of the goalie. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop, but this trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Haelenart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? I gesture with my hand. By the Fury! A Draconian Rosary! Then the knight who refused to yield. It was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Guillaume, I still think you're one of the problems here. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Corthius, Grayson. Pray locate your errant ship and use it. Alright. Whatever that's about. Lord Haurchefant,
I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine?
Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off your own free will.
I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Halenot.
Praise alone it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Grayson. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. I nod my head. My level is no longer synced. That's not deep enough to kill somebody, is it? One way to find out. Nope. Oh, what did I... Hold on, I'm smart. I can teleport. Franklin Jones says, if you ever want to try to contact someone you had recent contact with to thank them, I believe there's a recent contact list in the social tab. You could send a friend request. If they accept, you can Moogle mail them. Oh, really? Oh, that's good to know. I wondered if there's like a way to do that, because there's been a couple of times, like, I guess both times, like, or, yeah, a couple of times when it's happened, like, I haven't, like, they left before I could, like, thank them. And so, like, I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh, but they gave me a bunch of stuff and then disappeared. Yeah, I'll have to see because, yeah, the one wasn't too long ago. It might still be in my recent contact list, because it's not like I talk to, like, a ton of people regularly in the game. At least at this point. Franklin says, don't worry about being quiet during battle. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, I try to kind of keep a good flow of conversation and whatever happening as I play the game. You know, it's a stream, so I try to keep it interesting. But, yeah, I guess the battles definitely take a little bit more brain power, so... Franklin says, I am the same way. Yeah. Yeah, it takes... Like, that one wasn't terrible, but some of the fights definitely, like... You have to start navigating, like, a lot of stuff. Like, some of the boss fights have started getting pretty interesting, which has been fun. But, you look well, Grayson. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior. Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Halenot shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. Oh yeah, the Starship Enterprise. Lord Haurchefant would like to introduce you to his witness. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. I swear, if it's Alphinaud, being like, I knew where it was all along. Lol. He's so upset. Oh, discomposed cataloger. Oh, this was that witness, right? How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Coerthas several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gridania, and landed near the stone vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Haurchefant is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Goodbye, mysterious cataloger. Oops, I fell. Oh, so you've last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil? Perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandare.
I'll write a letter to Lord Drillemont of White Brim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys, Grayson. May Helone guide you.
Good job. I'm glad we solved the problem of heretics in Dragonhead forever. Good job, everybody. Oh, Dragon Keep. Choco Keep. Oops. Cool. Okay, got that. Almost forgot. And then, oops, stop. There we go, that button. It is south of me, this way. Ooh, this one, okay. Just out of curiosity, Franklin, since you've been playing the game for years, like, what's your favorite part of it? Like, what's keeping you coming back for more, I guess? You mentioned that, like, you've been, like, you keep, making new and more characters. Do you just like to, I guess, re-experience the story a lot? Or is there, like, something else you really enjoy in the game? How do I get to... Ooh, stop. Oh, up there, of course. Come along, George. Gotta get going. Hey, Francel, you're not dead and stuff. Good job.
Ah, wonderful to see you again, Grayson. If there's anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil. It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Halonot. God, you guys are not good at your job. You're like... you're really the weak link in the chain in this country, aren't you? In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandare instead has been charged with the duty. Given that, I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillemont. Nevertheless, I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Halonot have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred towards us, and towards you now as well.
Probably. I make a lot of enemies. It's like for every friend I make 2 enemies in this game. Feels that way anyway. Where am I going now? White Brim, where's that? Oh, that's up New Place. Franklin Joe's, exactly, it's the story. If you like reading, it's like a live novel. But enjoy your first time through, take your time. You only have one first time. Yeah, that's actually something like a couple of people have told me, like... Is it like the first... Oops, where am I going? This way? No. Okay, I'll go out this way. A lot of people are saying, like, the very first time you play the game is like, the best. Like, my one friend is pretty... how do I get around to... Oh, there's a... Wait a minute. Let me go a less stupid way. Like, my one friend, like, says it's, like, his favorite game of all time. And I guess it's a... I mean, I think it's a... It didn't, because Endwalker came out a few months ago. And I think that supposedly kind of wrapped up the storyline that started, like, in Realm Reborn, right? So, like, it's... At least currently, like, it's a full, complete story you can experience. I guess until the next expansion comes out, because I'm sure they're working on the next expansion. Because, I mean, this game basically is more popular than ever, as far as I can tell. Why am I not on a mount? Yes! Hi-ho, silver! What was I saying? Oh, right, but yeah, there's... At least, like, currently it's like a full, complete story to enjoy. And then I'm sure they're gonna keep adding more story as long as people keep playing it. probably gonna end up being like WoW, or because I mean WoW is like 20 years old now, and they're still adding stuff to that game. Like crazy how long some of these MMOs will last. Oh, you're a human. I'll leave you be. Well, 39. Ah, you won't mess with me. Coward. I jump. But no, yeah, the story has been pretty interesting so far. Like, correct. I would say this: you feel the most the first time through, and you understand the details more if you go through a few more times. Okay. I guess. Wait, is this a terrible idea? No, these are friends. Okay. Yeah, like this is like a massive world. I can tell. Like there's a lot of characters that I'm sure are being like casually introduced that aren't even like terribly important until like way later down the road. And like they just like, especially like with a game this huge and like I don't know, it's like the scope of it, like they've been able to like add to the story over a period of years. They've been able to go like into so much more detail with the world building compared to pretty much any other Final Fantasy ever made. Been really able to take their time with it. Where am I? Oh, there he is. And so I'm definitely excited to see how it goes, because everybody says that Realm Reborn is kind of like, not that it's bad, but it's like the worst part of the story overall. Like it's like the slowest point, because there's so much like world you have to get exposed to and characters you're introduced to. And it's definitely like it's definitely been slow, like, and there's definitely been a lot of quests where it's like walking back and forth talking to like just thousands of people all the time. But it's also forcing me to see a lot of the world and get like better acquainted with everything. And then I'm sure with every expansion they just do more and more of that, and the story just picks up and gets more interesting. So definitely enjoying it so far. Worst is relative, slowest, yeah, I would agree. Okay. I mean, at least that's how it seems like, especially like the first, like, was it 15, 20-ish levels you have to do, like, as, like, kind of like the, tutorial quest line, like in your starting city-state. Those quests were pretty slow and simple, and not, I mean, they weren't, like, boring, but they weren't also, like, terribly interesting either. There's a lot of, like, walking from point A to point B and fighting small monsters, but... you desire an audience with Lord Drillamont, do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. Here, have 2 letters. What do we have here? Letters from Lord Harshfort and Francel, is it? Likely... Oh, you're serious? What to do? You could do what the letters say. Sir Brunadier seems ill-inclined to help you. Yeah, of course. Everybody wants my help, but no one wants to help me. That's the story of my life. Your timing could not have been worse, traveller. Lord Drillamont's attentions are focused solely on the stone vigil at present. In any case, it's not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to... Sir Albois. Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Alright. The storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. Franklin Jones. And yes, it does get so much better. No spoilers from me, but wait until you get to some of the story twists. I think you will then see why so many love the storyline. No, yeah, I'm super excited. Like, I've heard that, like, was it Heaven's Ward? Like, the first expansion? Where did I passed it. Like, Heaven's Ward is, like, where apparently the story really kicks into high gear. And everybody says, like, from that point on, it just gets, like, better and better and better. But, so yeah, I'm definitely excited to keep at it until that point. Where am I going? Stairs? This is like the... Like, I do... Oh my gosh, I do love, like, how much, like, new environments this game is constantly throwing at me. It's so cool, like, all this, like, new stuff all the time. But also, just, man, I'm not good with maps. Like, the first, I think, 3 streams I did, I spent lost in the forest of Gridania. Just no clue at all about anything where it was. And pretty much every time I come to a new area, it's that problem again. Oh, wait, can I go in here? Oh, yeah, here you are. Some of these doors that open don't look like doors that can open. It's a little sneaky. Alright, Albois. Sir Brunadier bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillmont hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head chirurgian Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Sure, that infirmary I was wandering around in for a minute. Yeah, I can do that. Franklin Jones says, love Heavensward 1. Oh, sorry, my shift key sticks sometimes. The map does take a little getting used to. Yeah, and that's no problem about the... I mean, I typo all the time. I've heard that... I mean, at least one person has told me that the Realm Reborn map layout is a little bit confusing, and that the map design also gets better for like each of the new expansions. Like the areas, like there's like less areas you load into, but each of those areas is like so much bigger, and the navigating becomes a lot less problematic. I don't know if that's like maybe it's like a matter of opinion, but I do know that Limsa Lominsa is impossible. I've been there a lot now, and I still could not tell you how to get from point A to point B at any part of that. Oh, wait. Oh, when did that... Oh, no, wait. Oh, Grayson died. My model. Oh, he probably died a while ago. Well, let me just... Here, we're gonna... There we go. Franklin says, that was my starting city. Okay, I mean, I guess what's your opinion then? Was like, do you understand Limsa Lominsa? I guess you've had a lot of practice with it, but like, is it just me, or is that city like really nonsensical in the layout? Like I can't find anything ever. Like, even with like, I have all the Aethernet opened, and even with the Aethernet, it is such a fight to get to anything, it feels like. Astidian. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gouvernois. He should know Lord Drillemont's current whereabouts. Oh, Sid. What are you doing here? How are you... What do you want? If the Enterprise is indeed inside the Stone Vigil, then we must convince Lord Drillemont to cooperate. How did you... Where's Alphino? Did you lose him? I wouldn't blame you, Sid. He is kind of the worst. I can only hope that Alphino froze to death on the way over here. That's really mean to say. I'm sorry. I apologize to Alphino, I guess. The guy really gets on my nerves for some reason. The 2 levels that first confused me as well. You're not alone in your confusion. That's good. Oh, there's Alphino. Dang it. I mean, oh good, Alphino. You survived the perilous journey. That is so good for you. Time is a resource we can ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the Stone Vigil without further delay. Alright, Alphino. Don't do I... guess in there, probably. In the barracks, it said. It did say in the barracks? Am I crazy? Is it up on the second floor? Probably. Yes. In Oops Confusion. Confustian? Confustian. Confustion. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it was typos. Typos are fun. Gouda Noir. I'm sure I'm pronouncing all these words, like these names, the stupidest way possible, but I don't even have a clue how to say them. Just giving it my best shot. What reason have you for barging into... Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillmont is just up these stairs. Let us know, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect, and it shall be returned in kind. Alright. Franklin says, fat-fingered my keyboard. Oh, I've been there. I'm not a speedy texter, or chatter. Whatever the word is. I guess they're chat messages. I never really thought about what you call it. Sir Goudenau permitted your passage. Very well. Speak. I have letters. You just got a letter. You just got a letter. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there. Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? If I answer yes, can I go in there? Does the avatar of the Fury herself have long purple ears? Because I could totally do that. Oh, good. My help. We are the scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Drillamont. You know our name and you know our deeds. Alphino. Don't come walking in here like you've been helping this whole time. You son of a... We are come to Coerthus to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Nan Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland? You're alive? That's impossible. Guillaume. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but 3 mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and 2 scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these 3 seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this mummer's farce. You 3 will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons for the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Grayson, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Drillamont's trust. Understood? I nod my head, because I know you say we, Alphino, but I know what you really mean is that I have to do a bunch of stuff. Ugh, it's fine. What do you want? Common is the nation which is warred with its neighbors, but our neighbors are dragons, relentless and merciless creatures. Through generations of conflict and sacrifice, we have honed our warcraft with fire and blood. All to survive, all to try... What is happening? Anything less and we would not be here today. Oh, I don't think... Franklin says, I don't think anyone really knows how to pronounce these names. They just pretend they do. At least you're honest about it. Yeah, I'm certainly trying. I think the only the only name I don't even want to try is the Admiral's name from Limsa Lominsa. Like, apparently her name is like Merlwib or something, but there's like about 1,000 W's in there and not nearly enough vowels for my taste. Like, yeah, her name has been the most impossible. And I've even heard hers, like, spoken, I think, in a couple of cutscenes, and I still can't remember it. Factual folklore. What am I doing? I'm going this way. This way. Did I pass somebody? I did. Houstefort. Houstefort is eyeing you with interest. Huh. You're the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs. Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Drillmon's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks, and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls a decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever, and the knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could prepare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true. Be a darn sight better than nothing. If you've a mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danathan Pass, and take this bottle of vinegar. Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging the mucus glands, drying their skin. Sure, I can do that. Franklin says, I think they are trying a Finnish/Netherlands naming scheme with her. I would actually completely believe that. Like, I don't know Finnish, but I've heard Finnish. I had a friend growing up, his mother was Finnish, and she would talk to him in Finnish all the time. And that is a crazy language. Like it sounds super cool, but it does not sound like words, at least to my ears. Like, I'm not trying to like be mean at all, it's just kind of a truth. How am I getting to where I need to go? I need to go this way. I really went the opposite direction entirely. Oops. Alright. Oh yeah, and I don't know if I finished explaining it or if I got distracted. My model froze, so I took him down. That's been a recurring problem. And I'm looking into... I'm looking into solutions. Haven't quite figured out one yet. I mean, there's a couple options, but they all require... How do I get out of here? Trapped. Like a rat. Hold on. Oh, there's the Egnabbit. Okay. Yes, Gerald. My favorite. Oh, did I lose my well-fed status? Hold on. There we go. Might as well keep that going as much as I can. Franklin says streaming issues. Sort of. I think, like, the virtual camera I use to run my avatar, takes up quite a bit of RAM, apparently. And so it works pretty well, normally, like, without issue. But it seems like every now and then, like, if, like, the fight, or, like, if a battle gets, like, particularly, chaotic... I did the wrong way. Like, if a battle gets, like, particularly chaotic, or, like, a bunch of stuff is happening on screen all at once, it kind of causes the camera to freeze up and crash. And I used to, in my previous streams, I would pause the stream, go like into intermission, and take the 5 minutes it takes to reset up the virtual camera. But I kind of, how do I'm there. Okay, this way. I used to do that, but it's just like, it takes time, and I don't really like to pause the action, so to speak, midstream. I mean, I don't think it matters too terribly much if Grayson is gone for a minute, for a bit of the streams. I'm looking into finding like a different virtual camera that'll take up less RAM, because the one I'm using right now is just like very power hungry and greedy. I just need to find something a little more efficient. It's been on my to-do list, but there's a lot of things that get broken as you stream, and things you have to figure out how to optimize. Like, I spent a long time trying to figure out the audio, which I think the audio is pretty decent at this point. And now I just need to start working on the video aspect of it too, I guess, now. But it's all part of the fun. Yeah, that guy looks busy. I mean, I could help him, I guess. Seems like he's doing fine. There we go. I guess I'll help him out. I don't know if he really needed the help, but I also kind of need to get to this. He's kind of directly in my way too, so I might as well help him speed along so I can get to my quest as well, so... Just do a... Oh, that guy's a, That guy's playing a scholar, isn't he? He's got a book. Or no, he's a summoner. I don't know. Oh, there, yeah. Oh, is he waiting to help me too? That's really nice of him. I didn't... well... That's nice of them to help, I guess. I didn't mean to make them stay to help. Oops. A tough mud puppy. Looks like Franklin has said something. Ooh. Unfortunately, I've never streamed, so this issue is unfamiliar to me. Sound is really good. If I can find anything that'd help, I'll let you know here in future streams. Oh, yeah, sure, like, I mean, don't go out of your way about it, like... Definitely doesn't need to be your problem. And yeah, I mean, there's... yeah, it's just part of the growing pains. I'm brand new to... not only to the game, but also to streaming, so it's just... a lot of things you gotta learn. It's part of the fun. And then it says, books usually indicate a scholar summoner, but there are glamours, so keep that in mind. How do I... there we go. That was really nice of them to help me. See, people are just really chill in this game. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace. Especially, I think, like, my previous experience... like, because I don't play online games basically ever. And so I really think the last time I played online games regularly was probably, like, back for, gosh, like, Halo 3? on the Xbox 360. And, Xbox Live Chat, not known for the nicest people. So, And yeah, I never got around to trying like other MMOs ever, because I was always like, I don't want to. It sounds stressful playing a game where like other people are there all the time. I just want to play my solo one-player games. But anyway, but like I said, so books usually indicate a summoner scholar, yes, but there are glamours, so keep that in mind. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's something I haven't really messed with yet. Like, I did the quest that unlocked glamours, but yeah, I have not really touched that at all. It kind of seems like something I have to get like a crafty class to really get into more. Because there's like a, what is it, like a weaver class, I think, that like, where you like make clothes and things like that. And it feels like that's probably going to be related more to weavering. I mean, unless anybody can do it, I don't know. Maybe. But, anyway. Ah, it didn't work, did it? Ah, I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh, you doubted me. Oh dear. Remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3 and distribute them to the hungry knights here, and up above. Okay, not a professional chef, by any stretch of the imagination. But I think when it comes to cooking steak, speed is not the primary concern. I mean, you can cook anything in 2 minutes or less, I guess. But it might have the consistency of a hockey puck. Like, doesn't seem ideal. Maybe a hockey puck is better for mud puppy meat, but... you there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. I like this guy. He's a straight shooter. It's like, if you're looking to bribe me, better go ahead and bribe me, because I am bribable. Yes, yes. I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from sentry duty. Wow, you're the worst. I like you the most so far. Franklin says, you do need a crafting class, but that can come later. Crafting can add a new level of confusion, and if you're just starting, it can wait. Yeah, there's a lot of crafting classes. Like I know, like, just in Gridania, there was, like, 3 I think I could, like, apply for. And I'm guessing all the city-states are kind of similar. There's just, like, tons of crafting. Like, I know there's woodworking, there's leatherworking. Botany sounded interesting, but that's because I like plants. So I'd probably start with botany if I were to start with any of them. But yeah, that's a whole other kettle of fish at this point. Oh, and I'm not sure if it was picked up on the microphone, but apparently my neighbors are setting off every firework they have. Not sure why. I don't know of a particular holiday that calls for fireworks this time of year. But, I mean, I have a noise reducer enabled on my microphone that's supposed to keep that kind of stuff out. So hopefully it wasn't deafening for you the way it was for me, because that was quite noisy for a second. We ought at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Alright. You're the optimist of the group. Is that a fresh-cooked steak? Heloan's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Wow. Looks like House de Fort's microwaved steaks are a real hit. Ooh, you have a halberd. It's a nice choice. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. I have sustenance. I don't know if this is meant for human consumption. Oh, you are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. Alright, Drillmont, I bribed all your soldiers. I lead this barrack now. Well, I don't chart the soldiers. Wait. What? I guess I have to do more. Oh, house to fart, what do you want?
It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hard-working Cherugians at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Sonota? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own.
Alright, more steak. Franklin Jones says, you know, I have as yet to hear outside noises from any streamer unless those sounds were directly in the room. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's a relief, as long as it's not, you know, bothering the watcher. Like, it's not really, yeah, but... So that's good. I'm glad it's not a problem then. Where was I going? The infirmary. It's upstairs, of course. Shamin. That's not right. Wait, where's the... Oh, there you are. Sonota.
Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment.
Here, have a steak. You can hold it in your fist while you give this guy his aspirin or whatever.
Is that... come to think of it. It has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away.
Huh? Determination or tenacity. Skill speed. I'll take that bread, thank you. I don't know how that makes sense to be rewarded bread for food, but okay. Oh, Sid, what do you want? The best invent. Actually, Sid, I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you. I'm frustrated, it's fine. You're doing nothing wrong, you're doing great, Sid. Sid would like to furnish the infirmary with a new alembic. Sure.
Might I have a word with you, Grayson? It concerns the Cherugians. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites, though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures. There is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work.
It does sound ridiculous and impossible, but this is also a fantasy world. So ridiculous and impossible is kind of par for the course. I'll just go right out there. Right? That easy? Nope. Actually, I'm gonna take my mount. Alright, so I just need to kill ice sprites, right? Oops. Wait, George, no. Don't, not like this, wait. George, don't leave. Eat this chocobo drug. Oh yeah, by the way, when I found out that Gisal greens are basically catnip for chocobos, that's one of the more upsetting pieces of lore I've come across in this game so far. I don't like the idea that I'm drugging up my companion and getting him, like, basically too high to be afraid, and that's helping him to fight. That seems a little shady, but... anyhow. Hi there, friend. Okay. I need one more ice sprite, and there it is. Franklin says, I look at it as nutritional catnip. Have you considered using a keyboard-mouse combo? I really haven't looked into it too much. I've been kind of curious. Franklin, do you use the keyboard mouse combo? Like, out of curiosity? Cause like I am playing with the control pad, but that's mostly because I'm a fake PC gamer. I pretty much never play with a mouse keyboard unless the game absolutely requires it. Like, I grew up on consoles, and so it's Franklin says, yes, I do. Do you like the keyboard-mouse combo? Like, is it pretty intuitive to play it that way? Like, out of curiosity? Where am I going? I'm going to Sid. That's right. Because, like, I have wondered if it might, like... Because, like, if it's something where, like, the keyboard is significantly better, I have wondered if it would be good to start learning that sooner than later. Because the more I get used to the controller, the harder it would be to switch later. If I start getting to a problem of, like, just where the game would just be better played on a keyboard, and I'm just, like, not able to do it. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Here, have some cores. Sonoda. Oh. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I had to take a swig of water. Something got caught in my throat. Okay. Ah, what an amazing device. But, is it truly an alembic, sir? I've never seen its like before. I think they're making up this word. This is like in Rick and Morty when they talk about the regular old flumbus or whatever that thing is. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, it is as effective as he claims. If it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder. You mean? Ware thee the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at cost. Guillaume, you really are starting to make yourself out to be a villain, you know. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with your questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Alright. Don't like you. Gah! Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Oh, Sid. You and your open collar shirt can do no wrong as far as I'm concerned. Franklin says, I find it easier to function and interact with the game, and I would say try it sooner rather than later. Your thinking that you may get too used to the controller is correct. But you are not a fake gamer for using controller. If it works for you, just my opinion, the keyboard mouse is better. If you can try it, you may like it. Franklin Jones says, nobody likes that guy. Yeah, Guillaume. Guy is a jerk. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try the keyboard thing. Because I'm definitely curious enough to at least give it a chance. Like, I'll probably mess with that, like, off-stream tomorrow or something. Just fiddle with it for a little bit and see how I like it. Because I will say, like, the controller's been really good for the most part. The only thing I don't like, or the thing I guess I'm not yet used to, is the hotbar is a little bit weird. The way I have to, like, hit triggers, or, like, other buttons to like, switch around my hotbars. Like, it's really, it's a little bit unintuitive to my brain. And in a panic situation where, like, I desperately need to get to a certain thing, I almost always end up getting somebody killed, because it takes me way too long to switch to the right magic. And Franklin says that's a good idea. Yeah, so I'll give it a try tomorrow. I'll like do like a couple like maybe practice dungeons like with some empty NPCs. Kind of like a situation where like it doesn't matter too much if I really flub it. Just kind of get a feel for it and see if I like it or not. Alphino, you were literally doing nothing. Sid made an alembic up there. He built it basically in a cave with a box of scraps. Like, frickin', what's his name? Tony Stark style. You've been standing out just getting yourself all cozy by the fire. Time is a resource we could ill afford to squander. We must gain entrance to the stone visual help for a delay. Alphino, you're doing nothing to help. Like, jeez 'em. It's fine. Go in here. Albois. Huh? I don't go in here. Where do I go? Oh, is that still up in the infirmary? Did I, like, walk right past the guy or something? Dagnabbit. Franklin says, I see. The keyboard will be weird at first, though. You may want to check out and write down what the keybinds are. Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely... Like... I bet I can even probably find some walkthroughs that... They give, like, basic recommendations for, like... good setups on buttons and stuff. Try to figure out, like, keybinds that would, like... that would work. Oh. Sid was the next quest, and I totally walked away from him. I'm sorry, Sid. Sid is concerned about Inquisitor Guillaume. Before we can persuade Lord Drillmont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. George, get off of that man's desk. I'm really sorry, Astidian. He's trained to a degree. I can't control everything he does. I hope he's not messing up your papers with his claw toes. It seems we must convince Inquisitor Guillaume that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Coerthas. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of White Brim Front. Share your findings with Alphino in the square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Sure. I gotta find people to talk to now. Good. Great, even. What do you like about the Inquisitor best? Inquisitor Guillaume? Ah, yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to White Brim Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls and patrolled the exterior in a darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Guillaume rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gate. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. I can apparently challenge you to a card game. I'll keep that in mind. It'll be in the system keybind menu. Gotta love George. Yeah, George is the best. He's my favorite chocobo that I can fight with, for sure. How do I... Okay, I can do this. It's below me. Patrick. Patrick, I have words for you. On Inquisitor Guillaume's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Yeah, this is getting more and more suspicious. Like, just saying. He's only been here for a very brief amount of time, but he's just finding loads and loads of heretics. What do you have to say, Albois?
Inquisitor Gyame? I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you.
Alright. Sorry I saved an innocent man's life. Franklin says, my chocobo has saved my bacon many, many times. Yeah, it's been so nice to have, like a pseudo party member during, like, the solo parts of the game. Because just, like, having some, like, especially, like, as a healer class, like, having somebody that can, like, do a decent amount of damage is very helpful. Because otherwise, fights just take such a long time. Really a pain.
The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Helone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect.
Wait. Alright, Alfino. What can you do with all this information? If that... There you go. Exactly. Yep. I agree, Franklin. Or I agree with you agreeing with me. Yes. Ugh. Alfino. You could put on a coat. You don't have to wear your ripped leotard and half jacket. I tilt my head.
In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate.
Yeah, that's entirely under your power, Alfino. You could go buy a coat. It's not my problem.
I realized it soon after arrival, but paid it no mind as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind. Our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you have been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us now. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained, Grayson. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gyame's motivations.
Sure. I don't know. Let's see, I guess, a quick update, I guess, on... It's just, yeah, anyway. So I usually only stream for a couple hours, but since it's a Saturday, I've been streaming a little bit longer. I'd like to... I feel like I'm getting kinda close, maybe. My goal for today, I wanted to stream until I got the airship. Like, that was kind of the goal. It's definitely taken longer than I thought. Just a smidge. Trying to think. I'll do this next MSQ. I'll see how it looks. Like, if it seems like we're getting close to solving the Inquisitor, maybe I'll play until like the end of the Inquisitor plotline. Because I don't like to, like, I don't want to stream for too terribly long. I don't like to overstay my welcome with these things. I like to just kind of be productive and quality, I guess. I don't know. Quality might be a strong word. Alfino appears to be in deep thought.
Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he felt chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, yes? But the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whitebrim Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Giolat is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense. At least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery.
Retracing steps. I'll go the other direction. I'll go the other... This... Okay. This way. Yes. Okay. So what's the dealio? I joined a fate. I've done it. Doing good work there, knight. This way. Ah, the plot thickens, says Franklin Jones. I mean, that's definitely... It's definitely a chasm. Am I supposed to go down in there? I'm supposed to go down in here, aren't I? Oh, I am supposed to go down here. This is a good plan. Ouch. Good plan. That's a dragon body. Hold on. I've made a mistake. I'm down to half health. Hold on. Wow, for the first time, I kind of regret jumping to the bottom of a pit. Be cool. That is a dragon body for sure. A snow mound. No, not the Inquisitor. He was so young. Inspect the corpse. Franklin says, well done. Thanks. I didn't die. I feel pretty good about that. And also, up to this point, I have pocketed so many dead bodies. I pocketed like 8 dead bodies last stream. Why am I not willing to pocket the entire dead body this time? It's never been an issue until now. Whatever. Oh, I'm stuck down here forever, aren't I? I bet there was a smart way to come down that didn't involve jumping half a mile. But it was so tempting. Like, is it just me, or is it like really satisfying to just find like really tall things and jump off of them? It like satisfies like this itch in the back of my brain. The one that apparently has no regard for self-preservation. It's such a long walk. Hey, Firminant. Looking good today. Seen any imposter inquisitors lately? Here, Alfino. Have an evidence. Ah, you found something, didn't you? Well, don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Encyclical. Given the contents of this encyclical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Guillaume. Franklin says it will never kill you completely unless you are in combat and they hit you when you land. Yeah, I think that's partly why I love to jump. Like, the second I found out that the worst it does is like take me to 1 health, I got real addicted to finding tall things. Franklin says, but yes, it can be fun. Oh yeah. It's just satisfying, and the fact like your character just takes it like a champ, doesn't even like make a sound about it. And you're just like, yeah, it's fine. I love shattering my ankles. Newly come to Corythus and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, Grayson, before he learns that his deceptions have been discovered. Hey, weapon crate. Inventory. Weapon crate. Weapon crate. Raptor skin Targe. Oops, no, not what I wanted. This. Hey, look at me. I got a shield. And a wand. Nice, okay. Alrighty, I think... it looks like there's gonna be quite a bit more to this going on before it ends. So I might actually start looking to wrap up the stream a little bit. Franklin says nice. Yeah, it does look nice. I usually, before I end these streams, I've been liking to, I usually end it by doing the duty roulette. Just that way there's a guaranteed dungeon in every stream. And so I'm going to do a quick dungeon run. But I think this will be the last thing I do tonight. Because it looks like I'm probably not going to be finishing up this particular quest arc anytime soon. Or at least not terribly soon. And I don't want to go for too much longer tonight. So, I'm going to do a quick dungeon. Hopefully it's one I'm capable of doing. There's a couple on my dungeon list that are really difficult for me still. Frank says, cool way to end the stream. Yeah, it's a fun way to, like, just have, like, some guaranteed action. Ah, yes, I love Hawk Manor. This has been my favorite one. And Creamsicle is new. That's fine. Oops. Alright, Sonia Viras, I hope you're... yeah, you're probably a sprinter. Oop. Oop. And yeah, I'll probably get a little bit more quiet as we go, but... yeah, Hawk Manor so far has been my favorite dungeon in this game. It's like... it's just like really fun. I love the environment of this one. It's such a cool aesthetic. Come back, Sonia. Or, okay, wait. Stop, okay. I've learned that my job is to always stay close to the tank. This is priority number 1. Priority number 2 is to cast arrow. Okay. Okay, this is working out good. I'm glad everybody... I'm glad everybody knows what they're doing. Like Creamsicle is doing good work, I assume. I actually... okay. I don't think this is... oh, it is away. Okay. Fair enough. Shows what I know. It seems like Sonia's actually being pretty well paced, actually. I respect that. Like... oh, wait. I guess we're fighting this, thanks. Like... alright, you got it. Like, some tanks really like to go like 1,000,000 miles an hour through these things. Which is fine. Like, I'm sure for a lot of people, like, this is their 1000th time doing the same dungeon. and so they just know it inside and out, and they've got it like down to a science. And so some people just really just sprint through it like a mad person. And that's always a little bit stressful as the healer, because they round up like 20 enemies all at once and have to somehow keep everybody alive while there's that many enemies around, which can be a little difficult. Yeah, Sonya's keeping a good pace. I wonder if that's partly because of Creamsicle, since Creamsicle's clearly new here. Oh, actually, I guess, Franklin, I have a quick question for you, since maybe you know. It looks like Sonya and Natang, they have white flags next to each other. Like, I guess, is the white flag, does that just indicate that they're in my party? Or what is that? Like, I'm guessing that's what that means. It's just weird because Creamsicle keeps the, seems to keep the leaf no matter what. Like, I'm still trying to learn the different status symbols. Franklin says, yes, that is what it means. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that's what it meant. I wasn't like 100% sure. I guess the sprout symbol must trump like everything else. Just to really emphasize the fact that it's a rookie player. Like, I think I still have the sprout symbol on my character. But I can kind of tell that I went through the... Ooh, I'm gonna... Might as well. Okay. Yeah, I've gone through and like kind of cleaned up the HUD layout on my game screen anyway, just because I figure since I'm streaming it, I want to keep things as clean as possible to maximize the what the viewers can see. Make it a nice experience in that way. Okay, we're good. Yay. Could be the first time through, and yes, you do. It takes a lot of hours to lose the sprout. Okay, yeah, I've heard like it's practically to like the end of the MSQ, like that I'll probably have the sprout, which is fine. And then for Creamsicle, it definitely said at the beginning that somebody in the party, this is their first time. I'm guessing Creamsicle is the odd one out on that. Because the other two seem like they know what they're doing. And I've definitely been through this a couple of times. Okay. Good job, team. No one's dead. Franklin says I would agree. I don't know if this is like a widespread policy. Like this maybe, like it might just be my laziness as a player, but I'm of the firm belief that the white, like the healer, is not in charge of solving puzzles. Like I feel priority number one is keep people alive. priority number 2 is to deal damage when I have the chance. And that other players have to worry about finding keys and doing whatever else. That might just be laziness, but I do feel like I have my hands full enough of the time with fairly important stuff. Oh, okay, never mind. That was already activated. What? More skeletons? Impossible. I have a key. I just defied my own rule. But it's so tantalizingly there. I think Cream is also picking up the key. That's fine. Actually, can multiple people pick up the same key? I'm not really clear on that now that I think about it. Was Sonia busy for a second? Wait. I don't know. Sonia was like shaking her head about something. Tang, what have you done? Everybody needs to calm down. Stop taking damage if you're not a tank. Creamsicle? What are you doing? Cease. I see that Franklin has added more words. Heck, some of my characters still are sprouts. Wow. Yeah, I guess you have like a lot of characters though. Or not, I guess, I don't know, you didn't say how many, but I assume it's a significant number from your implication. And then... Oops, I need to... Okay. For now, with your current experience level, I would follow that order too, but sooner or later your responsibility will ramp up. Yeah. I know, like, the healer is definitely supposed to be doing, like, a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Like, I feel like I basically am supposed to be, like, the party mom. Eventually, is, like, what it comes down to. Like... Which is fine. I've accepted this. And then... Ooh. Okay, we're good. Guys! Guys! Sonia! Oh! She's him. We were leaving the newbie. Come on. Ooh, I don't like that. For now... Or, yeah, sometimes the game lag for other players will still show objects there that have been obtained. Oh, okay. Now I gotta look away. I've learned this. Oops. I made the mistake the first time of getting petrified. Not doing that again. Oh. I was struck with terror. Okay. Doing good. Oh. Oh, I got seduced. No. I deserved that one. Please, nobody die. And Franklin says 5 characters over 2 worlds. Wow. That's impressive. The White Hall is no longer sealed. We did it. Oops. Here, Sonia. You did real good. Oops. Cool. We did it. Are we gonna go? What's the... Are we waiting for the timer to run out? What's going on? Just walk out, right? Does that, like, forfeit the treasure? I don't know. Hey, I got 2 player commendations. Nice. God, that's my favorite part of being the healer right there. People really appreciate it if you don't get them killed. But they also really don't appreciate it if you do get them killed. Which is understandable, I suppose. But yeah. Franklin says, nicely done, sir. Had fun watching your stream. I don't know how often I'll catch you live, work schedule and all, but... No, yeah, thanks for stopping by. Like... No, yeah, it's super cool that, you know, you're willing to hang out tonight. Like, it was fun to chat with you. And Franklin says, if I'm ever on your world, if you would be cool with it, I could friend you in-game and perhaps help you out now and again. That would be cool. Like, I'm always down to do stuff, like, with other people. I have not partied up very often, so that would be fun to try out. And especially as somebody that knows what they're doing, if you don't mind me weighing you down with my noobliness. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like, yeah, anytime. Like, I think I even... Ryan Jones is sweet. Like, I don't know if you do Discord or not, but I think I have, in the description, I have my Discord tag in there. So you can always communicate that way too if you'd like. Or we can just, you know, wait till we're both in-game at the same time or something. That's fine too, so... Whichever. But yeah, thanks for hanging out tonight. It was a lot of fun to be able to chat with you. Really appreciate you stopping by. And we made quite a bit of progress on the MSQ. We're deep into the snowlands of Ishgard. We're probably going to kill ourselves a fake Inquisitor next stream. Possibly take on a Stone Vigil dungeon. Maybe get ourselves an airship. But, yeah, it's been good. I think the next stream will be Monday. It'll start about the same time as this one. It's about 8 p.m. for where I am. So, yeah, guess that's it. So, yeah, that'll be it for tonight. Hope you have a good rest of your evening or day or whatever it may be. Endgame to start would be best for now, but you're welcome. No, yeah, thanks. Thanks, Franklin. Yeah, I guess next time we're both on here. We'll have to do that. Like, I mean, obviously I'll be on here whenever I'm live. So, but yeah, so, sounds good. We'll catch you another time. Hope you have a good one. And everybody watching the VOD, thanks for stopping by as well. So, we'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.